Yo. So, as I've probably mentioned quite a few times on this channel, I personally love kind of superheroes. I mean, I've got kind of a whole stash of kind of superhero comics, and I usually go to see the latest big comic book movies. But today isn't actually centrally about superheroes. They're kind of more of a sideline thing, but anyway, here we go. It's actually about Pixar's latest movie, Incredibles 2. Just a little bit of background with me and Pixar. I mean, for a child growing up in the really the early two really in the early 2000s, I for a while actually was a kind of Pixar kid. I mean, I had a load of little children's stuff on VHS, but then we also had the first two Toy Stories on VHS, along with A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., and Finding Nemo, before eventually everything shifted into DVD. And kind of for a while, yeah, for a while I was one of those persons who had to see every Pixar release with Pixar coming out at the cinema, such as Ratatouille, Cars, and Wall-E and Up. But after Up, the only real Pixar movie that I really saw after that was Brave. I mean, Toy Story 3 at the time was almost impossible to avoid, so even though I didn't actually go to see that one at the cinema, yeah, it was impossible to avoid at that time, and frankly I saw it eventually, and we eventually got a DVD of it, which, yeah. However, yeah, I didn't really get to see any of the more recent stuff, sort of like the two Cars sequels, The Good Dinosaur. I mean, I did eventually end up getting the DVD of Inside Out, which, as you know, has become one of my favourites, one of my favourite movies. However, when it became known that Incredibles 2 was coming, I just decided, you know what, I may not have seen Pixar in a while, but I'm going to give this a shot. I mean, I'm in my 20s now, but I'm still going to go and see it because I want to. And let me tell you this. The first movie came out in 2004, meaning I would have been about 7 at the time. And sitting there in the cinema, watching Incredibles 2 unfold before me, I wasn't 21 anymore. I was a kid. I was, once again, felt like a 7-year-old watching it unfold in front of me, and it was glorious. Trust me, I don't remember the last time I had that much fun at the cinema. I think possibly, I don't know if it was the last movie I saw or just one of the last few, but I don't think I've had that much fun since The Greatest Showman. This movie is so fun, so entertaining, and so heartfelt that I urge you to see it if you can. The basic plotline, or from what I gathered, the Incredibles, upon trying to stop the Underminer, are once again cautioned by the government, saying that superheroes are technically still legal, and so they can't be out doing this stuff. However, they and Frozone are eventually approached by a kind of pair of tech and communications moguls, the Devers, Winston Dever and his sister Evelyn, who want to try and make superheroes legal again. They decide to use Elastigirl as the forefront, leaving Bob Power at home to kind of look after the kids, which also proves to be difficult, what with Violet's complicated love life made even more complicated by Bob's actions, Dash's constantly changing maths homework, and Jack's emerging list of powers. Meanwhile, Elastigirl, or Helen, returns to the limelight as a super, but soon discovers a mysterious villain known as the Screenslaver has a sinister plot afoot. And for the time being, I won't give away any more than that for fear of spoiling it. But as I said, kind of sitting there in that theatre, I felt like I was 7 years old again, just watching The Incredibles do what they do best. Kind of the family drama, the kind of quirky supervillains, the hidden plot lines, and it, to me, it's just a ton of fun. Is it the greatest movie ever? I don't know if I'd stretch that far, but it is definitely a hell of a ton of fun, and I advise you, if you get the chance, check it out. There's not really more to say about that. I mean, I might do a video at a later date stating, well, not really stating, kind of positing what I think would probably happen in Incredibles 3. I mean, that movie's not coming for a while. We had to wait 14 years for Incredibles 2. I think we'll probably have to wait another 14 years probably for Incredibles 3. But you know what? I don't mind. So, yeah, I'll probably do a video another time stating what I think would happen in Incredibles 3. I've actually got a rough outline, but I'll lay it out for you then. Until then, trust me on this. You're going to want to see this. It's funny, it's hilarious, it's action-packed, it's family-friendly. Just check it out, please. Till next time. See ya.